How's it going, everybody? Scoobers here, back with another kind of review. It's me and my autistic self trying to review games on Nintendo Switch while doing them like this so you can see how they play in handheld mode. Today we're doing XCOM 2. Now, the thing about XCOM, it does come with the War of the Chosen DLC, the base game, and 4 DLC packs. There is a demo code, and this is from the XCOM 2 collection. Now on the back, as you can see, you have Resistance Warrior mode, the Anarchy's Children, Shen's Last Gift, and Alien Hunters. This game is 24 gigabytes, as you can see. The game actually comes up to about 17 point-ish. Is that like 17.9, I want to say? And that's a pretty chunky game on Switch. It's less than some others, but how does the game play on the Switch Lite? I've heard nothing but bad from the viewers who have played it on PC, nothing but bad from people who have played it on PS4 and Xbox One on like the Pro variations, but I've heard nothing but good from people who graphics don't matter. They expected a 2017 game like XCOM to not look like $1,000,000. It was expected. People expected this. Or for gamers who skipped XCOM 2. I didn't get into XCOM till the last year, and I've been basically grinding away on the early XCOMs from the 90s, and then I got into Enemy Unknown, and I wanted to skip on XCOM 2 because I heard it was really hard. Now the hardness, it's an XCOM game, it's not going to be the easiest. It can get you. But is it fun if you enjoy strategy games? Absolutely. This is a very fun game. I went in with the expectation because I saw other YouTubers doing videos like, if you haven't played it on these systems, you're probably not going to notice a difference. It plays like Enemy Within and Enemy Unknowns on my 360. It plays like that, but on the Nintendo Switch, which I think is great. So turning off the light a little bit so we can possibly see a little bit better. We're gonna go to the bridge. And in a prior video, we mentioned this Switch case. It's fantastic. This is a great case. And it works pretty well. But let's go to the bridge and let's go look for something to do. Can't review the game without showing you how the game works. So there's...
I think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
Alright, so it's like other XCOM games where you have to research, develop, build, all that fun stuff. We now have new items, and a lot of it is, making these items. You have to make items for your characters so that they, don't die.
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
So let's go to the armory.
Apparently my predecessor was something of a brute when it came to handling the interrogation and
engineering.
autopsy of alien subjects. From what I've heard,
We
she
need
was
to
keen to get her
build some
hands dirty
items. No, we need to buy some
Hello,
items.
Commander.
Cool. I mean, just as you can see, the game does not look all that bad. It's on a Switch, and I'm recording this with a little tripoded phone. It doesn't look bad. The phone in question is the iPhone 11, so take that as you will. I, don't know how to record on Switch Lite, connecting it to a computer or anything like that. I'm still learning. But, yeah, it looks
Dad sacrificed
fantastic.
the only thing he had left to get this ship off the ground. And I won't let it be for nothing.
So, let's skip ahead in time. Let's go. Fly back to
Now that we have more
Resistance.
staff on the engineering team, we can start clearing out space for new facilities, Commander. We should keep looking for more recruits,
Is
though.
this
We'll
game
need them to staff the
a
facilities
bit
once they're built.
more like the other XCOM on console? Kinda not really. I haven't hit a point yet where your failings will kill you or anything like that. Nothing.
Commander, as the resistance
Nothing of that
continues
sort.
to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of
Let's
opportunity
get-
is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Okay. So you can see we got all of our characters. Oh no, some of my characters are still injured, I believe. Okay, let's get into this part. Yeah, this is a good part to do. So there is very deep customization, which shall be shown. As you can see, squatty, customization, modify name, appearance. I mean, there's a lot more than the other games. And of course, with all the DLC, you have so much more to customize around with. I mean, I could go on for 10, 15 hours just in customization. And then you have the rookies. God, this is... Select a soldier. Oh, that's right. We're going with the new soldiers, which is fine. Let's give it to my squatty. Who's a specialist? I'm sorry, I'm not great at talking. I do apologize in advance that I am not the best at talking. I tend to get very distracted when aesthetic things are aesthetic, or when I become aesthetically happy. And then you get, I mean, there's just so much in this game. I could take hours upon hours just playing this in a Let's Play. Let's go into combat. Let's just go into combat. If they die, they die. Now, I did play the enhanced sort of demo, I want to say. Does it look worse than it does on PC? Yes. Is it pretty buggy? Yes. Is there content missing? No. Is there gameplay hiccups? Absolutely. This is an XCOM game. Most strategy games that I have played do have hiccups on consoles and stuff like that. They do tend to have slower sort of issues and problems and other stuff like that. They don't play as well. They don't sound as well. They don't look as good. It's just kind of expected at this point for games like this. To me, it looks like I'm playing on enemy unknowns, or enemy within, and I think that's fun. I'm very happy to see XCOM physically. I would love to do BioShock, I would love to do Borderlands, but until the prices fall on those particular games and I have more SSD space and blah 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 blah, stuff like that. This is a very big game. But the fact is that this is a 2017 game playing on a handheld, which I almost feel like shouldn't exist. You know, a lot of people probably think this game shouldn't be running on Switch. And a lot of people say, it doesn't run on Switch, it runs horribly, it's not playable. To you, and to that point, does it run better than AAA games? Going back to harkening on some others, this is a AAA 2017 release on the Nintendo Switch that taxed current gen at the time consoles to their limits. It pushed PCs. It's a strategy game. It's to be expected with games of this style and games of this playing. It's not gonna be, oh, it's 4K and look how fantastic it is. Is it harder? Oh my gosh, yes. If you like XCOM for its difficulty, this game is harder. It is significantly harder than any other XCOM game. I would say by a long shot. Because the enemies do not care. The enemies don't care if you're new to the game. Playing it on easy, I recommend, even if you are a hardcore XCOM player, you should, if you're planning on playing it on Switch, you should play it on easy. And you shouldn't do the DLC first. Play the base game first. If the base game is fun enough to you, and you play it, you beat it, War of the Chosen. I wouldn't recommend anyone going in on normal, hard, or any other difficulty, or putting Iron Man on, because I like being able to save my progress. When I save my progress, Iron Man turns it to where it's auto-saving. So certain points I've lost I've lost 4 out of 5 squad members, and it just screws you over, which happened in this game. This is kind of a second playthrough, but in Unknowns, I did beat that one, and I had a bunch of captains who died and stuff like that, and it made the game very, I wouldn't say painful, but it made it sad because I spent so much time protecting my teammates, only for a lot of them to die. And you want to protect your teammates. The limitless customization that I can do a more in-depth video on, obviously. I can go into so much more depth, show you guys the rest, and do a good complete analysis of, obviously, the customization. But it makes you want to protect your characters. You want to protect them. You create bonds to characters in these sort of games, and I feel like that's standard for any strategy game. As you can see right there, one of those soldiers was using one of those new resistance. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. DLC packs. They're wearing the armor from said DLC.
Position confirmed.
But this, yeah, it just plays so well. And as you can see, I mean, it's XCOM on Switch. It's XCOM on Switch. If this is what you were hoping the Nintendo Switch would have in the future, or at some point, it's here, and it works, and it plays, and it's fantastic. I can't honestly say anything wrong with this game.
Copy that.
If you have a good game, it's going to stay a good game. And I will hold that sentiment a little bit.
Scanning.
Yeah, here's just some unfiltered gameplay. I think we're just gonna. But I mean, look at that. The characters, yes, the renders don't look as good, but I still think it looks great. Like, those characters still look good. Like, it still looks better than if I'm playing this game on a 360 or PS3. This game still runs fantastically, to my opinion. I know that might not mean a lot.
Might be something interesting here.
But yeah, still looks good. I mean, it still looks fine. Okay, hack into a workstation. Success. There we go. Yay.
We're good to go.
And now we can kill the rest of the enemies, and maybe we can finish this.
Be aware. Hostile
Right.
forces are inbound on your position.
Now, if I could finish this mission in this gameplay, that would be really cool. That did not miss. I call that a bluff.
Moving to Overwatch.
Orders confirmed on the move.
There is a 0% hit chance. Yeah, it's such a fantastic game. But here's where it's gonna get harder. The game does not stick off the gas. It's going to keep pushing the gas and saying, go.
Troops here.
And that's really hard. So what I recommend is, pros and cons. We'll get to that portion of the pros and cons list. Pros, it plays nice, it runs nice, it does well on the Nintendo Switch. It does really well on Nintendo Switch. I have no problems playing this on Switch whatsoever. It's
No respite for the dead.
runs
The aliens
great.
have found a way to mind control them now.
Cons, I don't think I can count this as a con. But it's a hard game. As you saw in that, so I restarted the game and then you see that there was, oh hey, there's these enemies. Look at these enemies, isn't that great? Look at all these enemies. But they pretty much O-code my entire team in very, very short manner. So that's why I have to use completely new teammates, because they're so critically, and that was the tutorial. That's how the game basically tells you it's not messing around. It does not care about your feelings, and it's just gonna be hard. You're not gonna have fun. You're not gonna have fun trying to essentially take on everyone. That's just isn't gonna happen. It's going to be hard. It's gonna be difficult. But the ride for the game is it's fantastic.
Moving on target location.
You get a good AAA experience. And I think even though it's a port, getting good AAA experiences on Nintendo Switch right now are still fantastic. They are still welcomed, fun, great, and still, just valued. Seeing the Nintendo Switch get AAA support, which didn't necessarily happen, and Sydney just died. That's what I'm saying. The game does not care. There was no way I could have hit him, and now she's probably in danger. Yeah. Your characters panic a lot more too. So getting away is not necessarily easier. But in line with this Nintendo Switch right now, it's great to see publishers show support. It's great to see that publishers are still putting the Nintendo Switch in their mind and in their everything. The fact that the Nintendo Switch still sees any support is frankly fantastic. Because for a while now, we've seen the Nintendo Switch not get love, not get support. And now we get it, and that's great. Who doesn't want to see the Nintendo Switch succeed? Okay, I'm gonna throw a frag grenade. Let's throw it on this guy. No. Yes. No. Yes. Boom. I figured this is going to be a little bit of a longer video because it shows you pretty much everything you need to see to give you an idea about the game. And oh no, I'm in danger. And if all your allies die, there is a pretty solid chance that it's game over. The game doesn't really care. And boom, just like that, that's another kill.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed.
Cool. We had one soldier die. We killed quite a few, and a few of our guys got promoted. Now, as you'll see in this next screen, you promote them, they become stronger, they get tougher, they get better. They basically become unstoppable. But trust me, when your characters hit their max level, they're not unstoppable. They're still very killable, and if the wrong enemy hits you with the wrong shot, you are dead. What would I give this game out of 10? I would give XCOM 2 on the Switch probably an 8.7 out of 10. It runs well, it plays well, it's a AAA 2017 game that has little to no problems being playable. I think that alone lends itself some success. As you can see, our squad got a promote. And now you see we get people like this. We get corporals. Colonels are not unstoppable. They can still die. But there's just so much. I wish I could just play this for several hours, but I can't. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. I had fun with this. I hope you guys have at least learned something about the game. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.